Trans-acting elements. Trans-acting elements are factors. They are actually the proteins that bind to cis-acting elements which are present in the vicinity of the gene. So trans-acting elements are actually the transcription factors, or they are the proteins that bind to the cis-acting elements. They usually control the gene expression. They may be expressed in a specific tissue, may be expressed at specific time during the development, may be required for protein modification, may be activated by ligand binding. Trans-acting elements gene expression is often controlled by regulatory protein binding to specific DNA sequences. So these are the regulatory proteins that gain access to basis of DNA at major groove. So DNA binding motifs are region of regulatory proteins which bind to the DNA. So trans-acting elements, they are actually the regulatory proteins. These proteins, they have DNA motif, and these DNA motifs have the regulatory region that actually bind to the DNA to control the gene expression. Trans-acting elements can be in the form of RNA polymerase, in the form of transcription factors, and domains of trans-acting factors. RNA polymerase can be prokaryotic RNA polymerase, eukaryotic. Transcription factors can be basal or general transcription factors and specific transcription factors. Domains of trans-acting factors: DNA binding domains, transcription activating domains. So these are all trans-acting elements. Trans-acting elements are helix turn helix, homeodomain, zinc finger, leucine zipper, and helix loop helix. These are some of the most common trans-acting elements. This is the diagram of the trans-acting elements, which is helix turn helix. Here we can see that helix here and another helix. DNA binding helix is here that binds with the DNA. Then there is a turn. Then dimer binding helix is here. So this is one of the trans-acting elements. Here we can also see trans-acting element from another view, that here are helix turn helix that have been binded with the DNA structure, and here we can see that these are the helix turn helix. Another type of the trans-acting elements can be homeodomain. That is 60 amino acid long DNA binding motif consists of alpha helix 1, alpha helix 2, and alpha helix 3. Here we can see that this is alpha helix 1, alpha helix 2, and alpha helix 3 that binds to the DNA to control the gene expression. Another type of the trans-acting elements can be zinc finger motif. So here is the zinc finger motif that binds with the DNA to control the gene expression. Here is the zinc. So this type of the trans-acting element is called as zinc finger motif. Another type of the trans-acting elements is leucine zipper motif. So this is a structure of the leucine zipper motif. Here we can see that this is the zipper region of this trans-acting element. Leucine zipper motif from another view. Here we can see that this is the leucine zipper motifs. Here we can see that this is leucine zipper motif. So that is also an example of trans-acting elements that bind with the cis-acting elements. Trans-acting elements, they are activators, transcription factors, and RNA polymerase. All these are called as trans-acting elements. Here we can see that here is the enhancer sequence, and this is the activator protein. So this activator protein is called as trans-acting elements. Here is the RNA polymerase. It is also called as trans-acting elements. Transcription factors that bind to the promoter region or Tata box, they are also called as trans-acting elements. So trans-acting elements can be activators, they can be transcription factors, they can be in the form of RNA polymerase. All these are called as trans-acting elements. Here we can also see the trans-acting elements. Here, these are the general transcription factors, RNA polymerase, and these are the activator proteins. So what are trans-acting elements? Trans-acting elements are the trans-acting factors. Usually they are proteins. They bind to the cis-acting elements to control the gene expression. So those proteins or those transcription factors or the RNA polymerase, all these are called as trans-acting elements.